So birth number 5. Let's see. So this is a girl, and she was 4 or 5 days past. I can't remember. I might have mixed up my fourth and fifth one. I think she was 5 days past her due date. Which I was kind of like okay with, because I was real worried, like, you're gonna share a birthday with a brother, because the due date was like 2 days apart or something like that. And so anyways, she came a few days later, and again started the same way. I go to lay down and I just feel like a pop, and then my water is kind of trickling. But this time I was like, I'm gonna stay home as long as possible. I don't want to be at the hospital forever. And so, like, I think I like packed my bag because I didn't have it ready. Went and packed my bag, kind of got ready, and then just rested and just tried to sleep through it. I wasn't really tracking contractions or anything because they were not painful at all. And also I will say, like, whenever my water does the pop break thing, it usually takes a good hour before I even get contractions coming. So when they started to kind of come is when I was like, okay, well, it's happening. This is about to get really bad. So I sleep all night, or like, off and on all night. And then they kind of start getting a little closer. It was like 7:30 in the morning. I remember my husband made me breakfast and brought it to me and was like, do we need to go? And I was like, I don't know. I mean, they're like 3 or 4 minutes apart, but they're not very painful. And he's like, well, let's just go. And so we went up there, and I remember him asking me, like, as we're walking into the hospital, like, are we gonna be having a baby? And I was like, I don't know. I mean, I can talk through them. They're not that bad, but they are coming like real close together. And we get there, like, the nurses are like, kind of like, oh, she's not really in labor. I'm like, yes, I am. Yeah, I am. We didn't even get like completely admitted and checked in. I didn't get a hep lock. I didn't get any of the protocol stuff before. And I was having contractions, and they were trying to talk to me, and I'm like, I can't talk to you right now. And I think they somewhat got us settled in. We were there maybe 2 hours. And I remember leaning over the bed, had a really hard contraction, and then my water just everywhere. Like, my husband jumped back so far. And then he's like, we need somebody in here. And so they come in, and still at this point, I'm kind of like, I don't, kind of in denial. Like, it's not about to happen. And they're like, if I had not got up on that bed, that baby probably would have been delivered on the floor. So, like, I somehow managed to get up on the bed, and they check me, and they're like, yeah, no, we're having a baby right now. Like, nothing was broke down. Nothing was ready because it was so fast. Anyways, and she was the only one that just, like, literally one push, poof, whole body out in one push. Like, and she was 7 pounds something. And so, yeah, that one was great. Like, I would say it was probably like my least painful birth. And it was just so fast, and like the fact that I was able to be at home for a lot of it was really nice. And so I had hoped for that kind of same thing with other ones. But my husband was like, that was way too close. Like, I don't want to do that again. And so, yeah, that was number 5.